It's time once again for a pastor's report from First Christian Church in the heart of Eugene. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we had a slight change in our Sunday morning schedule over the summer. And folks were very anxious about what might happen with that change, concerned about worship attendance and how that would impact everyone. So here are just a few statistics for the month of September. Our worship attendance in the traditional service, now in that first hour at 9 o'clock, was 92.5. This last September. That's down just 1 from the year before, but up 3 from the year before that and 6 from the year before that. Meanwhile, the new celebration service, now in that later hour at 11:15, is up 11 from the previous year and up more than 24 from the 2 years before that. And combined, then, the two services are together up 10 over last year and up by more than 25 over the 2 years before that. So, of course, it's a little early for dancing in the streets. But the preliminary indications are very promising. More important, I think, is what's happening in that hour between the two services with our new revamped Christian education program. We started 3 new classes in September, and all 3 doing exceptionally well with great attendance. So we're really excited about this, and we would invite anyone who has not yet experienced any of our education classes to try it out this Sunday. We have a lot of great offerings and some great teachers, and it's just wonderful to see people coming together from the two services, getting to know each other, spending time together in fellowship and education. Truly is a wonderful development here in the heart of Eugene. The other big event, of course, this summer was our church campout, held in a new location this year at Sky Camp. And the general feedback that we got from the 60 or so folk that attended was that the location was absolutely wonderful. And I think most folk would really like to see us continue to use that camp. Very accessible for everyone, just great access to recreational opportunities. The facility is just quite wonderful. So look for that in the future. Wonderful time had by all, and of course we had the baptism of Matthew Cody. It's always a great highlight at any camp to experience that, and we celebrate with Matthew his new life in the body of Christ here in the heart of Eugene. There have been a few changes as well in our beautiful home here at the church, beginning with some structural problems we had with our front porch that was creating a leak down in the helping hand room that necessitated some changes, and thanks to some wonderful work of volunteers, we're just about finished with that project. But rather than tell you about it, let me just take you on a brief tour. As I head down the hallway, I can even smell the paint that I suspect is happening as we speak. Perennial volunteer, Mike Marino, hard at work. Looks gorgeous, Mike.
Not only great for the, for the guests, but it's going to be great for the volunteers to have a nice place to work and to do the Lord's work.
While that work has been continuing, the Helping Hand Room has continued without interruption here in the East Dining Room, and it's just been amazing how well this transition has all gone, but I think everyone is eager to get back in the permanent space, and others are looking forward to reclaiming the East Dining Room for other uses. So we give thanks to everyone who's helped out with this project to make it all possible. Speaking of mission, we announced a couple of weeks ago that Phyllis Weir was the recipient of the Eating of Justice Award. Justice of Eating Award. What was the name of that award? We announced a couple of weeks ago that Phyllis Weir was the recipient of the Justice of Eating Award given by Food for Lane County in recognition of her leadership of our Sunday breakfast. But another of our members also received honorable mention for that same award, which he has not yet received because we just got it and it's here on my desk, which as soon as I can find it. Oh yeah, there it is. Ted Drummond, congratulations for honorable mention for the 2013 Justice of Eating Award. So that's just another example of the incredible things that so many of our members do on behalf of the church for the mission that God has entrusted to us here in the heart of Eugene. Just goes to show that ministry is messy work. Speaking of outreach and change, take a look what's happening just outside my door. We see the Capstone project that was completed just in time for the start of fall with over 100 students moving in. And already one of those students visited us this last Sunday, loved the service, happened to be you Sunday, said he was bringing some of his friends next week. So we'll see. This represents a new opportunity for us, and we're excited to welcome these new neighbors to the heart of Eugene. People sometimes wonder what I do with my time all week. Well, 50% of my job is in preaching and teaching, preparing for the worship services. 50% of the job is more of the administrative task, working with staff. And then 50% of my job is in outreach. Well, at any rate, a big chunk of the work that I do is mission-oriented in the community. And a major portion of that, of course, over the last few months has been Opportunity Village Eugene, of which much has been reported in the press. It's been a very exciting project to see develop and to be in the leadership of that as president of the newly formed nonprofit board that oversees this wonderful program. To provide new solutions for those who are on the street without any place, any shelter, any place where they can work to get their lives together. Opportunity Village began operation in the end of August and just had our grand opening this last Saturday. Mayor Katie Piercy spoke. Just incredible vibe in that village on a beautiful fall afternoon as 300-400 people came and to take tours of the village and saw the operation there. What's been most rewarding for me is working with the individuals themselves. We're now up to 18 people that are living in the village, adding 3 to 4 every couple of weeks until we get up to full capacity, somewhere around 40 people, hopefully by the end of the year. And then working with all those volunteers, including many in our own congregation who have generously given of their time and their talents, helping to make this vision of a self-governed village for those without shelter, using concepts of micro-housing. It's just been an incredible experience, and I truly believe will become a model, not just for our community, but for our state and our nation, of a new way that we can respond to the growing crisis of the homeless amongst us. Our church has appeared in the news on several different occasions in the last couple of months, not only in connection with Opportunity Village, but also for things like Egan Warming Center, in which the Register Guard named us as the church providing the greatest number of volunteers. The interfaith service on September 11th had one reporter call us up to inquire about our rainbow banner, said he was doing a story on churches that display the rainbow in some way in front of their church. It just goes to show how prominent that we are in this community and how well known that our church is, and that it's generating news. So all of this is made possible because of the generous support of people like you who truly believe in the work that we are doing here, transforming lives, transforming Christianity, transforming the world here in the heart of Eugene.